Hi, I'm Sana. Welcome to my segment Dress Your Best. On today's segment, we'll be covering the second part of men's fashion where we talk about trousers, shoes, accessories, fragrances, and most importantly, hygiene. If you've missed my first segment, guys, do click here and be sure to watch it. So I'm going to start with trousers, guys, first. So trousers, whether formal or casual, if you're buying them ready-made, which most guys do, I think, make sure that you buy them fitting you perfectly, not too tight. A lot of the men like to buy tight trousers, and I don't understand why, because they are so not appealing, and you can ask any girl that and she'll tell you that. So do remember this, guys. Tight trousers are a big no-no. You can have them slim fitting like what is in fashion right now. All the guys are wearing it. Those look nice, but when you're wearing them, it shouldn't be like clinging. That is called tight trousers. So that's a big no-no. So keep that in mind when you're picking up trousers next, guys. And the same goes for jeans as well. Also, another thing about trousers is if you're buying them ready-made, if they're long or short, you need to open the hem, get them done by a tailor. Don't be lazy and just wear them because you bought them ready-made or whether you thought they were expensive and they should just be as is. No, they don't. They need to be worn at a certain length. So trouser length need to be covering your ankle, right, guys? So remember all this. Jeans could be shorter because they're trendy right now and they look good. So you can wear them slightly shorter and show your ankle a bit or show your socks a bit. But trousers need to cover your ankles or at least be on your ankle, but not like above your ankle. That's a bit much to wear for a formal look. So now goes for shoes. One thing you have to remember, guys, the square toe shoes are not in fashion anymore. I see so many guys wearing it and I really don't know what they're thinking. If you have them, please pack them up and throw them out. Don't even give it to anybody because you don't want anyone wearing them anymore. So please remember, this is really important. When you're buying shoes, I've put up pictures, have a look. The naturally slightly rounded or the slightly pointed but not like a complete point, those shoes are shoes that you need to buy and wear. Another thing about shoes, guys, for formal shoes, I really recommend you going a little bit overboard, if I can say so, and investing in a good brand because these shoes really last long and there are ways of looking after it to make them last long and it'll be worth the money that you've put in. I know it's always easier to go for a cheaper brand and just wear them and then you think okay you can buy them again later, but they don't look good. They start creasing, the leather is not good, it starts giving out an odor and that's really not good. You don't want all that happening with you, right? So when talking about shoes, you must, if you're buying and investing in a good pair of shoes, an expensive one which I recommend really, you need to get the shoe tree. So when you're not wearing the shoe, you put that into your shoe and it really retains the shape of the shoe and you will notice that your shoe will not crease in the middle. A lot of the guys, if you see, they're wearing formal shoes which are creasing in the middle and they look really sad and then you're spoiling your shoe actually. So you need to put the shoe tree in and that also absorbs the smell from the leather. So your shoe will not smell when you're taking out your shoe. So guys, now I'm going to talk about accessories. I know some of you must be raising your eyebrows, but men do wear them and some men like to wear them. But you just don't need to go overboard with it. A watch is a must. They look cool. Any brand is fine. Whatever you can afford, whatever suits you, whatever is in your budget, doesn't matter. A good watch invest in. But see, that is not like a full gold one. That's a bit loud and is a no-no, I think. So think about all these little small things when you're shopping next. Also, another thing is earrings, guys. Big no-no. Rings also. One ring, I guess, is okay. But to have rings on all your fingers or like, a lot of them, big no-no again. So now, guys, the most important part is hygiene. Personal hygiene. A lot of the guys like to keep their hair long or like style it very fancily, which is all fine and whatever suits you. The only thing is whatever you do, you need to see to it that it's well maintained. If you're having a long haircut, you need to see that you're trimming it often so that it looks good, everything falls in place well. If you have a short haircut, don't let it grow and become a mop and then think of going for a haircut. Keep trimming it often because then you want to look sharp all the time, right, guys? Now the thing about the stubble or the beard, if you have one, you need to maintain it again, guys. You can't have it growing long and then suddenly one day decide to go to the salon and then trim it and look good for those few days and then again let it go for the rest of it. Big no. Go often. I know it's not expensive to maintain a haircut and a beard. You can find parlors and salons with all ranges. So do go and find out one which is closest to you, convenient to you, so you can keep going often and keep your look sharp at all times. Another few small things that guys need to pay attention to, guys, is ear hair, nose hair, eyebrows. I know it sounds weird, but you get these trimmers nowadays and they just sort all of them out with like one small little machine. They're called nose trimmers, hair trimmers. You get them. Philips is a very good brand. Pick them up and see to it that it's not growing all over the place and you're looking good and you're looking sharp at all times. Even the eyebrows, guys. Some guys are blessed with just good eyebrows. Some have them too bushy. Now there's nothing wrong with going to the parlor to keep them trimmed a little bit, because I suggest not doing it at home because you could spoil the whole look or mess it up. So go to the salon and just get it trimmed and get it shaped. You don't have to shape it like a woman, but you can just shape it to look subtle and not like standing out in your face. So guys, where personal hygiene is concerned, another point to note, if you're hairy like Anil Kapoor and you're wearing a shirt or a t-shirt and you have hair coming out of there showing, please remember to use the trimmer there too, because it just doesn't look nice. It looks gross to have your hair coming out of your shirt and of your t-shirt. So do remember to trim that hair as well and to keep your underarms clean as well too. So guys, now we are going to cover another very, very important part, fragrances. A lot of the guys don't realize that they're not smelling good, they're not smelling right, and it's so sad, you know, because he might be a fab guy, but if he's not smelling good and if he has body odor, it's such a put off that, I mean, I have nothing to say, but I feel sorry for him. So keep this in mind with all the clothes and everything that you invest in and you're buying. This is one of the most important things. So do invest in a good perfume if you don't want to spend a lot. So on the higher end, there's no end to how much you can spend on a perfume. So you can go crazy and pick up what you like and which brand you like and enjoy it and use it. But on the lower range, if you do not want to spend, you get a lot of the cheaper fragrances, and just because they are cheaper doesn't mean they smell bad. The only thing you need to do is buy them, try them, see how they suit you, because no matter how good or bad the perfume is, it depends on you and how it goes with your skin. So even cheaper ones, like I think the Axe Signature is really good. I'm not advertising for Axe really, but I have smelled it on somebody and it smells really good. And I was surprised actually when they told me it was Axe, and it's cheap. So I mean, there's no excuse for smelling bad now. Guys, come on, go and pick it up and just smell good. And do this and you'll actually notice people coming closer to you instead of running away from you for such a stupid thing, right? So guys, now in both these segments, I've covered mostly everything. I hope I've not left out anything. If I have, do ask me in my comments below and I'll be happy to answer and do another segment for you maybe. I hope you've enjoyed the show and I hope you use all these tips and use all these points and put yourself together well, and you will notice the difference. You'll start feeling good about yourself. You'll want to look at yourself. You'll want to go out. You will want to be there, and why not? You should, right? So that's why, guys, always dress your best.